probably one of the first things you want to do. One, you ask, oh, how long have I got? And you get the prognosis, and they talk about the bell curve. And all right, take that with a pinch of salt, because you're an individual. You might be the 1%. I seem to be the 1 or 5% or 1%.
What do? Do we sit around and wait? And we get to the first 9 months and we thought, okay, 9 months are here, it's going to happen any tick of the clock now, and he's going to die, and waited and nothing happened. And that's when we say, right, you've got two choices. We can sit here and we can wait for it to come and get us, or we can live our life for what time there's left, which is what we did.
When a person's diagnosed with mesothelioma, they commonly want to know how long they're going to live, and they will ask their doctor about that. Or sometimes they would like to know, but they're really a bit too scared to ask their doctor because they're frightened about the answer. But doctors are used to being asked about prognosis and are ready to discuss it. Though having said that, it's important to remember that doctors don't have a crystal ball, and any information that's provided about prognosis is always an educated guess. Sometimes you'll hear the term median survival used. Now, median survival refers to the time that half or 50% of patients that are similar will live. Now, if you look at this graph here, you'll see the survival times for a group of people who have the same type of cancer, with the same stage, who've been given the same type of treatment. And you'll see that on average, the median survival is 2 years. So that's the average survival time. But you'll also see that the curve does vary. And at the front end of the curve, you'll see that there are people who unfortunately die quite quickly. But then right out on the tail of the curve, at the end there are a few people, not very many, but there are some, who are living for a long period of time, more than 10 years, with an advanced cancer.
Well, we have to be honest and say that for most patients, the disease is incurable. But what I would emphasise is that the natural history of the disease is extremely variable. And I've had patients who have gone for a number of years with very little treatment.